Loud.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks, Em.
Of course.
All right, so I'm gonna get my slideshow started, I think. All right, so welcome to Social Media 101 with myself, Tiffany Hampton. So like I said, I'm a real estate agent. I've been a real estate agent since 2016. That's my glamour shot. I made the top agents list for social media from a company called Property Spark. They're good. They're big in social media. So I made the top list for social media presence for real estate agents since 2019. This year I got number 3. And I've been with Keller Williams since 2019. And I get about 65% of my clients through social media. Last year, I went under contract with about 43 clients. Some of them rolled over into 2021 closings, but I got 43 clients. 65% of those were from social media exclusively. So they reached out to me. I had never met them in my whole entire life. And they reached out to me directly through Instagram or Facebook, and they became clients of mine. And so that's why I'm teaching this class today. That's why the Market Center asked me to teach it, because they were like, you are getting a lot of your clients through social media. The social media platforms that I use pretty exclusively, I'm trying to expand this year, but is Instagram and Facebook. I'm top 20% producer in the Market Center. I'm also in the ALC. I have about 4,750 followers on Instagram currently. So I'm going to share all my Instagram accounts, my Facebook business page, and my Facebook page with you guys, so you can also get like just a feel of like what I'm doing. But since this is a workshop, I would like to answer lots of questions if you have them. Please don't feel shy. If you just kind of want to know like, oh, okay, well, this is, if you want me to if you want to pull up your social media and I can kind of give you like a guide or some suggestions on some things that you could do to improve your social media site, I don't mind helping. James knows. James comes to my office and he'll say, Tiffany, so tell me what I need to do on my Instagram page. So, so I am willing to help as much as I can. And this is a workshop, so we can work through some things. It doesn't have to be super formal, but like I said, I'm willing to help as much as I can. All right. Any questions so far?
So is your Instagram page or Facebook, is it geared more towards buyers or sellers?
I would say up until this point, it's probably been more geared towards buyers. So this year I've been focusing more on transitioning to sellers. When I started off as a first-time agent, what I used to always hear the experienced agents say is, I don't want to work with first-time home buyers, it's too much work. So I geared my page specifically to first-time home buyers because I knew a lot of agents didn't want to work with them. So I specifically did that for years. And now I'm kind of transitioning. Still want to get those buyers, but of course, with the market that we're in, I need to, of course, target it to more sellers. So that's a good question.
Got it.
Any other questions? I wish I could see everybody, but I can only see like 4 people. So if anyone's saying they have any questions, I can't see, but that's okay. I'm going to just keep going. And like I said, it's a workshop. So let's just work through it and let me know when you have questions. All right, so the basics, that's supposed to be, I see I put that in the wrong order, but whatever. Anywho, so who is your target audience? Like, who are you going towards? Who are you trying to attract to you? So that's something that I knew. Like I said, when I was a beginning agent, I knew that I wanted to attract first-time home buyers. So I specifically made posts to attract first-time home buyers. I specifically did things, provided stuff that they would need to know, provide all those type of things for first-time home buyers specifically. And my goals were to help as many first-time home buyers as I could. And I wanted to accomplish getting some clients, right? That's what we're doing it for. We're doing it to attract people to us who need help buying, selling, or investing in real estate. So what you need to also decide, like, what social media platforms speak to you specifically. So I use Instagram and Facebook in my daily life. So when I decided to use social media on a business platform to attract clients, that was something I was already doing. I was already using Instagram and Facebook. I was already really familiar with Instagram and Facebook. So those are the ones that I decided to use personally for my business. Now, if there's already sites that you already have a sphere, so you want to go to whoever you already have a sphere of influence with. So on Instagram and Facebook, those were already my friends, and I grew my social media from there. So these are people that I know. I'm sharing information that they want. So now they're sharing information with people they know. And that's really how it works. So it starts with me knowing these people, me providing good information, and now they're sharing that information with people that they know. So now my sphere is multiplied, right? So instead of just the 500-700 people that I had initially, now it's grown because people are sharing it on their pages. So they're sharing it in their stories. If you're familiar with Instagram, Instagram has you have a feed where you post pictures or information in your feed, which stays on your page permanently, or you can post it to your stories, and your stories kind of shows, it gives like a glimpse. It doesn't stay permanently, but it's like a glimpse of something that you can share. So people at that point started either sharing it on their feed or they were sharing it in their stories. And on Facebook, people can share it on their page and their friends can see it. So the goal is to share information that is so necessary that they're going to share with other people. Now you have access to their 200 friends, or you have access to their 1,000 friends. So that's the goal, to share that information. Any questions so far? Oh, social media platforms to think about. You have Instagram, you have Facebook. Those are my favorite two. You also have Twitter. I'm horrible with Twitter. So I just never did Twitter personally because that wasn't something that I used in my everyday life. Like I don't use Twitter on a daily basis. However, if you're proficient in Twitter, Twitter is a good one to use because that's a good way to share information and you can get retweets. You can get retweeted. Somebody can say, oh, this real estate agent is knowledgeable in this way. If you do videos, YouTube is, of course, it's the largest platform, social media platform ever. It's even bigger than Google. So that's one of the ones that I'm trying to transition to this year, is also doing some YouTube videos. And now I used to say younger generation, but now everyone's on TikTok, right? So TikTok's another one that I'm looking to expand into this year as well. Then you have the other like social media apps like Facebook. You have LinkedIn. I have a LinkedIn account. I feel like on LinkedIn, all I get is other professionals trying to get me to buy their social media packages and stuff like that. So I don't do LinkedIn very much, but some people are proficient in LinkedIn. And so LinkedIn could be one that you could use also, because that's a professional sphere of different contacts and relationships that you can generate by being on LinkedIn.
Tiffany.
Yeah, go ahead, James.
So yeah, and this could be for later, wherever you see fit, is,
okay.
Okay, like Facebook and LinkedIn, I know you've got specifically that you can, kind of target friends, but I'm not really familiar on Instagram how you really, target friends.
So if you connect that's a good question. If you on Instagram and Facebook are actually linked. So a lot of times if you're joining Instagram for the first time, it will have a list of all your Facebook friends who you are also friends with, who also have an Instagram page that you could just follow.
Okay.
So initially, to get your first base of people on Instagram, you want to follow all the people who are your Facebook friends, because now you have two connections. You have Facebook and Instagram. Facebook, I feel like people post, and I get it. Instagram is more of a millennial app. I feel like I'm an older millennial, but a millennial app where people use Instagram to post their life in pictures, versus on Facebook, people kind of post their life through words. You can also post pictures, but Instagram is like strictly like a snapshot of your life at a concert or like a Christmas party, and you're literally just snapping pictures of your life for people to see, right? Facebook, you can share information and you might do an insert. You're not going to really do that on Instagram. You see what I'm saying? So Instagram and Facebook, they're similar platforms, but you share your life in different ways. So Instagram and Facebook are linked, like I said, and you can literally look at your Instagram follower suggestions It usually comes up under follower suggestions. I'll show you when we get to my page. And at that point, you can kind of just follow everyone who you're friends with. So follow them first. And then at that point, they can follow you back. Because that's what you want them to follow you back. That's the goal. The goal isn't just to follow them. The goal is to have them follow you back. That way they can see stuff on your page.
Mhm.
And my question is,
Yeah.
more than my assistants to work on it. One of the guys that used to do social media training for us said that on Facebook, you could load your specific set of contacts that you wanted targeted. Is
Yeah.
that still possible? My assistant was working on it, but she hit a brick wall or something. So I want to run ads to specific people and run ads to my Facebook friends. Is that still
Yeah.
possible?
So so Instagram, I see what you're saying. So you're saying you want to run ads on Instagram specifically targeted to people in your contact list.
Facebook.
And
not Instagram.
Facebook, yes. So on Facebook, you can, and Facebook and Instagram, the ads are actually connected. So it's the same. You can run it either through Instagram or Facebook. On Facebook, when you run an ad, and I've been using Command, so it's kind of different, but I think Facebook, you can target your friend and friend of friends,
Mhm.
or you can target like a radius around where you are.
Okay.
So I believe you can target it specifically to friends and friends of friends.
Got it.
And that's basically, honestly, on your Facebook business page, the algorithm is to pretty much go to friends and friends of friends. So if you even just post a post on your Facebook business page, which we'll get into, like on your Facebook business page, if you post something, that should go to your friends and friends of friends. The problem is that algorithm is based off how many likes you're getting on your page. So if you're not sharing content and you're getting 1 or 2 likes, that's not going to generate enough for it to really go out. So what ends up happening is you have to pay for it to go to like your radius. So I guess the question is, and I'm not 1,000% sure, but I think you can pay for it to go to your friends of friends and be like in the sponsored ads section.
Is that more like the promote type?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So Terrence, he said the exact word. James said the exact word. So on a post, you can promote it. The promoted will go to your friends of friends. The purchasing an ad will go to the radius of like 5 miles outside of Fuquay, 10 miles outside of Fuquay. So yeah, you would have to promote the ad, and that's off of your business page specifically, whatever specific post you want to be shared. Yeah.
So
Any other questions?
I do. I have a quick question.
Yes.
So what are you specifically talking about when you're talking about your Facebook page? Are you talking about your business page, or are you talking about your regular Facebook page?
I'll say both. So I have my Instagram page, my Facebook personal page,
Right.
and my Facebook business page. I
So-
pretty much align them all.
So do you post on your Facebook business page and then share to your regular page, or are they different posts?
They're different posts. So I'm going to get into that. That's a good question. So I post different content. So my Instagram business page and my Facebook business page, I mirror the content, because some people use Facebook and some people use Instagram. My Facebook personal page, Facebook will catch the algorithms and they won't share your stuff as much if you're posting a lot of business content. Because if you're always asking people for business on your personal page, you can get Facebook jailed.
Right.
So you have to be kind of careful on what you put on your personal page, but I'll go over that today about what you're supposed to put on your personal page so you won't be put in Facebook jail, basically.
I have a question similar
Yep.
to that. So
Yep.
I noticed you said on Instagram, you only have your Instagram business page. So it's not really necessary to separate the two on Instagram as it is on Facebook.
I don't separate much. Like I really stick to the creed of God, family, real estate. So I almost talk about that exclusively on everything. So I don't have a separate Instagram page because I can share, and I'll tell you why. when we get a little further in, but I don't have a separate Instagram page because that's a snapshot of your life. Facebook and Facebook business is different. You have to have you can't have the same page on Facebook because the algorithms won't allow it.
Okay.
So that's the reason that I don't do it on Facebook. You have to have a Facebook personal page to even have a Facebook business page.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. I see. All righty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I post way more on my business pages than I do on my personal pages, my personal Facebook page, as you'll see, because I'll share that with you. Any other questions though along those lines?
Yeah, you said, Tiffany, you had mentioned that when you hit promote, because I've seen that several times, and that does go to your friends, because I always thought you had to pay, that was something you had to pay for.
Right. So promote, they may have a cost to it. I'm not sure. James, do you know if they have a cost with the promote button?
They do.
Okay. Yeah. So you have it. Yeah. So it does go to your Facebook friends, but you have to pay for it just like you would a Facebook ad.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just want to chime in. Are we talking about when we say the word promote, are we talking about boosting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Because that's what it
Boosting a
says. It says it'll say boost your post.
Yep. That's it. Same thing, Lynn.
Hey,
But
Tiffany,
you can
Sorry.
also boost right without spending a ton of money.
Correct. So Boost isn't as expensive as if you're doing an exclusive sponsorship.
Right.
So, and just something for me to share. I actually haven't. So all this stuff are things that you can add to your profile, but to get that 65%, I actually have not spent more than, only because I was testing some stuff out in 2019 and 2020. I probably didn't spend more than $100 the whole year on boosting or posting anything. So the stuff that I do, I try to monopolize as much as I can. And the 65% of clients that I got was without more than $100 spent on posts and ads. Now I plan to incorporate it just because that's added to people who I don't know, but this has worked very well for like my actual sphere of influence and people that I know. Just so you can know like the strength of social media alone without boosting anything.
yeah, what I wanted to add, Tiffany, and I'm not sure if we're there. We'll probably get there.
Okay.
You know, you first get in real estate and everybody's liking your page and recognizing it, and then it dwindles down.
Right.
You know, to keep the attention of Facebook. I guess that's my question. I don't know if you're going there or.
Yeah, so that's a good question. And I would say, and I'll kind of talk about that. It's really about consistency. You really got to make it realize like your value and what kind of information you're offering that's helpful for their lives. So as a strong buyer's agent that I was before, that I am currently, I always try to provide some type of stuff, even if you already own a house and that's why additional stuff outside of real estate, which I'll get into, is very important because it's really about the relationship and not necessarily always about the content. So I'll get into that later though. That's a good question. Any other questions before I move on? All right, so I'm gonna move on to the next page. So you see the basics, that was supposed to be the first title, and then the basics continue was supposed to be the second title, but that's okay. So we're still rolling. So, okay, what you wanna do is establish your social media accounts, right? So if you don't have an Instagram, we're in a workshop, I would say open an Instagram today. That way you can ask me as many questions as you need to about starting your Instagram page today. Pro tips. And this is very important. And I see people are like, well, why is my Instagram page not getting a lot of likes? It's all about picture quality, guys. Like you can't just pay, if something looks fuzzy to you, do not post it. That's not good content. People aren't gonna read it. They're just gonna be like, okay, it looks kind of half put together. So try to make your picture quality as clear as possible. What I do to create my posts, I use Canva, C-A-N-V-A. It's also in Command. And you can actually make posts in Command, and it's free. The reason that I still pay for my Canva is because I like it on my phone, because I like to be on the go. So I pay for Canva, and that's because I create my posts on my phone. So like I literally will go in there and move some stuff around. It takes a little practice, but it's really not difficult to use. They give you like an outlay of what it can look like. You get you a clear picture, something that's clear, not fuzzy, and put it up there. So I always say picture quality is very important because it's going to make you look more professional. If you have something that's fuzzy that you copied from somewhere else and the pixels came across really well, don't use it. And that's really important because it makes your page just look that much more professional. And I'll share my page with you shortly so you can see what my page looks like. Go ahead, James.
Can you use the posts that you kind of create through design and command?
Yes. Now, I don't know how to, I guess my issue that I haven't been able to figure out is how to get it uploaded to my phone from command. So that's the reason that I pay for it on my phone, because I can upload it directly on my Instagram page. So I guess you would have to do an extra step. You probably have to download it and email it to yourself, to your email, download it into your phone, and then upload it again. I don't like to do all that time-wise. So I just have Canva on my phone. I create my Instagram post directly on my phone, and I upload it to, they have a link that you can literally upload it from Canva into your Instagram or into your Facebook.
Command doesn't do it directly from Instagram yet.
That's what I was thinking.
Facebook.
Yep. And so that's the reason that I specifically have it on my phone, because it's an extra step. So I'll pay the $12 a month just to go ahead and Instagram and not have to worry about it. That's something I will pay for. I love Canva. I used to use another one called Ripley. Ripley's pretty cool because they have some visual effects ones. That's RIPL. But Canva is my hands down favorite. It's just a little bit more simple to use in my opinion. And then the picture quality, Ripple might have improved, but Ripple had, sometimes to me, it looked a little bit more grainier than Canva. Canva is very clear, looks great, like it will look on your computer. So any other questions? Okay, the next pro tip is hire a professional photographer to take your headshots. And I would say this is really important. Only because, and you don't have to spend a lot. There's different photographers on different levels. As you see, my headshot, I had professional makeup done that day. I had my hairstylist do my hair. Like I did all this kind of stuff. You don't have to do all that if you don't want to, but I would recommend having a professional photographer take your headshot, just because, like, again, it goes with professionalism. Like you really know what you're doing, and it looks good and sharp and crisp. So that would be a huge recommendation of mine, especially if you want to use social media and take that to the next level, because they're judging you. See, they don't get to see me on Zoom all the time with my hair in a ponytail like you guys do today. They're going to see all my professional pictures posted, because to them, I'm going to always look like a 10. And that's what you have to, it's all about image, right? On social media, because all they see is you first on social media. So I would always recommend using a professional photographer to take your headshots. I even now use a professional photographer to take my family portrait. So if I post anything family, everything just looks like I got it out of a magazine, because that's the look. I want to look that professional to people the first time that they're like, is this Tiffany Hampton a real estate agent or not? And when they Google me, they'll see everything looks very crisp and put together. So that's what I always do, which is my arch nemesis right now. And so me doing YouTube, because I'm such a perfectionist in social media stuff, that I'm like, I want it to look so good, but it's expensive to do it that way. So needless to say, I'll move to the next thing. So main Facebook page, which Christina was asking about, I would set a professional picture of you as your Facebook picture. So even though I know it's your personal Facebook page, you kind of got to align your social media presence, right? So I wouldn't put just a little, I would still use a professional picture. It could be a more fun one, but I would definitely say use something still professional. So when they Google you or try to find you on Facebook, your Facebook personal page is going to come up as well, because they're usually titled something similar, like your name / whatever firm you're with. So I would always set a professional picture as your Facebook picture on your personal page, because they're still going to find you that way. So you don't want to just be, at a party, living it up in a picture. I mean, you can't Instagram, you can. Facebook, your Facebook first page, that when they see your face, you want it to be like, they're like, oh, okay, this is the same person. Like, that I'm getting a professional no matter what, you know what I mean? So I'll share that with you as well. I'll show you my Facebook personal page. And on both of my pages personally, I have my logo on as my cover photo on both. So I have Home with Hampton, and it's my cover photo behind my picture. So when they click on my page, they're going to see Home with Hampton. Like I said, I try to keep it consistent. God, family, real estate. That's all I do. So on the back of my cover page picture, I have Home with Hampton on my personal page and my business page. And then, but you could use anything. These are some of the examples that I've seen that look good. Just, you always want to remind your friends that you're a real estate agent, which is the reason that I do that. So you can have your logo, which is what I have. You have just like a huge house for sale, like a random picture you find, or like a picture of a kitchen or anything that's real estate related. You taking a picture with some clients, anything that's real estate related. So when they click on your page, they always remember that you're a real estate agent, because it's all about being top of mind. So the more, if you get them to click on your page and they're seeing your real estate businesses in play, that's what you want them to always see consistently.
How did you, excuse
Go
me,
ahead.
how
Go ahead.
did you come up with your catchy logo, your slogan? You know how you see some things where some agents say, sold by such and such, or Home with Hampton. How did you come up with your catchy, to go with your name?
Yeah.
That's what I'm having a hard time with. I just have your fave realtor.
Yeah. So that's a good question. Actually, I was just joking around with my cousin, and she was like, she said the same thing. She said, you need to have like a catchy logo or something. And the first thing that came to my head was, I was like, what, like Home with Hampton? And she was like, yeah, just like that. And literally that's how I picked it. So I didn't do anything like technical. We were literally just joking about it, and I just ran with it. Just keep it simple. Like, I didn't overthink it. I just kind of went with it. Home with Hampton. I was like, that sounds good. I'm rolling with it. That was the first, and literally that was the first idea I had, and I just kind of rolled with it. But I do think it's a good idea to have something like that, like a little catchphrase. I put it on my signs. I've made it my logo, and I just roll with it now. So now it's like my brand. But I do think that's a good point. I would definitely say come up with something. Come up with something. I know Terrence has one. Lynn has one. They could share theirs if they want to, but that's mine. And I just kept it simple. I thought it came in my head one day, and I just rolled with it from there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then I know somebody was asking about this. So Facebook algorithms, they'll block you if you ask for business too much on your personal page. So you can post pictures instead though. So if you put in a picture, call me for all your real estate needs and have your phone number, and it's on a picture, the Facebook algorithm won't catch it because it's inside of a picture. Now, if you type it above, they'll catch it. But if you just post it, and if you don't do it often, they might not catch it. But I would say you could always make that same little thing in Canva and put it in there. What I do to engage my followers on my friendship page is I'll just do real estate activities. I'll show pictures of me engaging in real estate activities or real estate accolades that I might have received. So then they could be like, go Tiffany, that's awesome, congrats. And then they remember, and now, even though they're like, Tiffany is a top agent in real estate. I'm a top producer for Keller Williams, might not in the whole industry, but in their head, what they've seen on my pages, oh, she's a top producer. I'm going to use Tiffany because she's a top producer. Now, I didn't ask them for any business. I just shared something that happened to me. Like, this is what's happening to me in the real estate world. That's pretty much, that's what I go for on my personal page. Is things that I've accomplished in real estate, maybe amount of closings, and of course, family stuff. And like I said, I post stuff about God, family, real estate. And I stay pretty consistent to that. And so they always know what to expect from me on my posts. Any questions about that?
So Tiffany, you keep talking about Canva. I mean,
yep.
Where do you get Canva?
Canva is Canva, and you download it from your Play Store on Google. So let me show you. So on Play Store, like don't judge me, I have a Droid, iPhone users. So you can go to, sorry, people texting me. You go to your Play Store and you literally can like type it in. It's Canva and you can download it, and they do have a free version. I'm bougie with the fonts, so I pay for the version, but like they have a free version. But there's certain fonts that I like better than others, so I just pay for the $12 so I can use PlayScript on my posts. So, and they have a lot of cool features now. Like you could edit yourself to only show you. So you can like put yourself on like an under contract post, like you're doing like this, without it having a background behind you. So it has some really cool features on it now that they've upgraded recently. So yeah, Canva. All right, so create a Facebook business page. So you should definitely always, if you have Facebook, you should have a Facebook business page. Like, I want you to create that. We're gonna create that today, right? So let me share my Facebook business page, I think. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna share it in a second after I can kind of get to it. Sorry, all these things are blocking me. I can't see it. Put it, okay. Okay. All right, sorry guys. Trying to get it up. Command, share. All right. Well, like get behind here. Oh, let me move this. Can y'all see that? Just because I was on Zoom. All right, can y'all see my Facebook page?
Mhm.
Can everybody see my Facebook business page?
Yes.
Now this is actually my personal page. But I'm gonna go to my business page so y'all can see my business page. All right. So here's my Facebook business page. I kept it really simple. You have the home with Hampton in the back. You have my picture up front, right? And then let's just give a snippet of like stuff I post on a regular basis. Sorry, I got people. So this is a post that I have made. This was October 9th. It was a pin post. I actually need to move that down. That's just like when people first come on my page, they see that post right there. So in the last, I like insights because it shows you like how much engagement you're getting on your page. So in the last 28 days, my page has reached 890 people. I've had 380 post engagements, and I've had 11 page likes within the last 28 days. And you can change it. Last 7 days, I've had 4 new page likes, post engagement 85, people reached 256. And that's out of not buying anything. So some posts like today, I put this on my Instagram and my Facebook page that just showing, you know, I'm teaching a social media workshop today. Boom, 10 to 11. This is also stuff. So I share my Instagram page directly to my Facebook business page. So this is all stuff that I also put on my Instagram page. So I put this is a new post I did this morning. So it's already reached 40. This is what you care about. This post reached 41 people and I've had 7 engagements. This is the algorithm that Facebook goes on. So if you're reaching people but getting no engagement, Facebook will show your stuff less. So if you're getting more engagements, the reason I post stuff like this that's not giving any real estate information. They can't come to this class, but people who are my friends and like my page, they're going to like it, which is going to increase my algorithm for it to show to more people on Facebook. So I always share personal stuff, or like this one yesterday, 0% luck, 100% God. It had 58 people that it reached and it had 10 engagements. You're always wanting to see those engagements of.
When you're saying engagements, what is that
Yes.
actually?
So engagements are people who actually interact with that post itself, who maybe liked it, shared it,
Okay.
looked at, clicked on it. That's what you want people, because you don't want to just be posting something and no one's looking at it. You know what I mean? So engagements are people who are actually engaging with you on social media. So they're liking your posts, they're getting your views up. So the more engagements you have, the more Facebook will syndicate your feeds into other people's posts. So you have to just make sure that you're posting content that people are interested in. So if you get 0 likes or 1 like, it's not going to syndicate your feed very much. So that's why I mix mine up. I mix mine up with things that I show. So let me show you a good example of why. So this one right here, I got this house under contract. This one actually had really good engagement. So I had it reached 209 people and it had 48 engagements. So a lot of people are like, oh, okay, wow, she's selling houses. Great. Even in this market, she got a house under contract. You know what I mean? So you want to do that. And then another thing that I do often is I won't say often, obviously, because it's not coming up, but I'll share like a picture of me. Happy Women's History Month, And usually with those, I get more engagement or it reaches a lot of people because my friends will see it and they'll automatically like it because they think it's my regular Facebook page. You don't want to outbore people. So that's something that you can do. So I would always say you want to have your cover page. You see how I put cover photo I have up here, stuff like that.
Hey, Tiffany,
Yes.
when you said that you went ahead and you have one post pinned, did you go ahead and set that up?
Yes. So I had this post pinned. Say it again, I'm sorry.
How do you pin a post?
So up here, you see these 3 dots?
Yeah.
You click it, and then you'll say, like I can unpin this post. But if you were on a different one, like let's see. So you can go in here and you can say pin to the top of the page.
Sweet, thank you.
You're welcome.
Tiffany, I have a question.
Yep.
And I'm sorry if you've already covered it. I jumped on
No,
a little bit late.
You good,
Should your post on all your social medias kind of coincide with one another? Like if you posted something on Instagram, should you put it on your Facebook page and vice versa?
Yeah, so my Instagram and my Facebook feeds are directly connected. So once I post something on my Instagram, it automatically goes to my Facebook business page.
Okay.
I post on Instagram more naturally. So I have it going that way. You can have it going the other way, but I have my Instagram, because I'm on Instagram all the time. I have my Instagram going directly to my Facebook business page. So that saves me time because I don't have to post twice, right?
Right. Yeah.
I'll post once. And while we're on here, I'll go to my personal page so you can just get an idea of what I was talking about earlier. So this is my Facebook personal page. Same concept. I have me doing something a little bit more cutesy, less professional, but it's still me in a professional picture, right? And so I also have my background same with my theme. I always have something with me doing something real estate related. So this was before I had my kids on that one. So something like that. So they're like, oh, okay. But you see, they were all professional pictures too. Like I always put something like that was a professional picture I had taken. That was a professional picture I had taken. So it looks just really put together.
Tiffany, do you ever post anything about the market, like interest rates or, an update on the market?
Yep. I post stuff like that as well. So when you see my Instagram page, you can probably see it better because it's laid out in like 9. So you can probably see more of what I post when I go to my Instagram page. But yes, I post stuff like that all the time. That's probably like the bulk of the stuff I post.
So how do you set your accounts up so that Instagram posts to Facebook or Facebook posts to Instagram?
That's a good question. I'm gonna have to look. I can get back with you on that, James.
Okay.
I think they have like an option that you can actually select it in Facebook. I think it's really literally just like a click over, I believe.
Well, now Facebook and Tiffany, Facebook and Instagram are so integrated. The easiest way to probably do it is to integrate it from Instagram to Facebook.
Yep.
You can, once you have your Instagram account, when you go up and you click on like settings, it will say that. But anytime you post in Instagram, it will ask you, because you've linked those two, if you want to post to your business as well. Like sometimes if I post a video on Instagram, it makes it like more zoomed in on my face.
Yep.
And then I don't want it to post to Facebook like that, so I post it separately. But you just have to, you can click on there when you go to post it. So it will actually say like, post this to Lynn Johnson, realtor, or whatever.
Yep, that's exactly right. So Lynn said it right. So if you created your Facebook through, or your Instagram through your Facebook page and it was already connected, then when you post it, it has like a little circle button that you can push over that says also post to my Facebook business page. Thank you, Lynn. That's exactly how you do it.
Yeah, I just found it easier from there than trying to do it from Facebook to Instagram.
Yeah. And that's why I do the same thing. I put mine straight from Instagram to Facebook rather than the other way.
So how do you know that? I mean, how can you look at your Instagram to see if it's doing that correctly?
I can answer if you want to. Jim, I actually went and did this for you not too long ago. So if you were to go and post, like pretend like you're going to post a picture on Instagram, there's a button down there. It says like share to or something like that. It gives you the option to select Facebook along with it. And you can just, when you hit post, it goes to both. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And if you come to the office today, I'll show you how to do it too.
Okay. And it might be set up. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
I got it.
Thanks, Shell. All right, cool. Thank you. See, and we have an in-house person who, if you need a one-on-one step-by-step tutorial, she can help you. Her name is Shelby Turner. All right. So
And she's awesome.
She is awesome. She really is awesome. So here's some examples of stuff that I put on my Facebook personal page to show that I'm doing real estate without asking them for business, right? So for instance, I had just got this new one from Property Spark. This is where I got the number 3. And as you see, all my friends loved it. I got 650 likes, 386 comments, 4 people shared it. So like 650, I know for sure 650 people are going to remember, oh, Tiffany's a real estate agent. Oh, you need a real estate agent? 650 people going to tell their friends, yes, my friend Tiffany's a real estate agent. This is just something I had tried something out the other day, like engagement. So I put, what's your top favorite emojis? And then I put my favorite ones, right? And I actually got a lot of engagement out of that one. I love when people share when they bought their houses. I share it on my page. So it's like, I'm not bragging on me. These people are bragging on me. I share that on my page. Then I had shared, great real estate week, market is booming. And I was talking about, how good my week was that week. So I didn't ask for any business, but I had like 273 people who were like, oh, this is awesome. Tiffany's a real estate agent. I had made a TikTok video. This is me. I made a funny TikTok video, me and my daughter. And we got a lot of engagement off this post. It was something just fun, but it's just showing people that we were doing real estate. And I got a lot of engagement off of that post. And a lot of people after that was like, girl, I saw that video with you and your daughter and it was great and blah, blah, blah. So it's just getting them. What I always am trying to do is just remind people in subtle ways that I still do real estate. Hey guys, if you know someone, I still do real estate. So that's something that I do. This one was a funny one. I did it with my daughter. So it was a little cute. It was cute. And I had a lot of people talking about it. And that's what you want to get is people talking about certain things that you're doing in real estate, right? This one I just had of my son. It was his birthday. And people were like, wow, So you want to do other things other than just real estate. Like you want to do things to engage people as you as a person. Like, oh, this is awesome. I let my goals be known. I intend on helping 50 families this year, buy, sell, or invest in real estate. So I had people, they're like, oh yeah. And that's when I kind of did an ask, now accepting, but I put it in the picture. So in here, I just kind of talked about my journey. And in this, I put now accepting new clients, blah, blah, blah. So any questions about that? Just so you can get I'm just scrolling so y'all can kind of just see the kind of stuff that I post on my page. I did.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because I think that's really important, because you can post all day, but if nobody's going to look at it, then you're kind of wasting space.
Exactly. Exactly. So I just share a lot of like things that I'm accomplishing in real estate. I say, you know, incorporate my family a lot on real estate, and just take note, like the pictures that I post on here, as you see, they're very clear. They're like something that are visually interesting to people. I did ornaments for Christmas. Basically, happy new home. And other people started sharing it. Like, my real estate agent is so great. She bought me this ornament. She did this, she did that. So they would post it to me, like they did the same. Thank you to my favorite realtor, you know, stuff like that.
Hey, Tiff.
Yeah.
How often should we be posting?
So that's a great question. So I was going to get into that. So I would say consistently. My Facebook, you can get away with your Facebook personal page a little bit more, just because I feel like sometimes people probably get sick of seeing me always posting the stuff that I post. But as far as my Instagram and my business, they're there for that type of stuff. So I would say on your Instagram and business page, at least 4 times a week. So I'll share my Instagram page. So this is my Instagram page. This is on the slide too. And I was just talking about how I put Tiffany Hampton Realtor, very simple. And they give you only a certain amount of characters to put here. Now, what you want to definitely make sure is on your Instagram profile that it has this, so you can put your industry. That's something you also do in profile settings, and have that you're a real estate agent, right? So that'd be the first thing. It doesn't take up any characters. And then it turns your page into a business page where you can look at your insights per post. So you can see your type of engagement that you're getting on your Instagram page, right? And I'll give you an example of that. But as you see, when I did a little splurb about yourself, I always say this is like your little elevator pitch. You want to just say some things about yourself that are interesting, right? Stuff that people can relate to when they click on your page. So I put God first, mom of 3, a wife. I'm an ECU alum because I know our Pirate Nation kind of sticks together sometimes. So I shared that, right? I'm born in South Carolina, but I was raised in Durham, Bull City. So people are like, oh, okay, awesome. I'm from Durham too. So I have people I meet all the time. They're like, you're from South Carolina? I'm from South Carolina too. They saw it first on my Instagram page. Home with Hampton, Keller Williams Platinum, Proverbs 3, 5 through 6. And then that's my website, right? So I keep everything pretty consistent. As far as posts, I usually post, I have a social media calendar. So each day I'll post something kind of different, and I'll interject like my under contract. So if I have an under contract, I might not post anything else for that day, because usually I'll do like a blurb like on that area. So this one was in Dunn, and I put, this beauty is almost complete, and we found it just in time. Dunn, North Carolina is 25 minutes from Fuquay Arena, and becoming a very short commute for those who work and play in the Lillington Anger area. This brand new custom home development has beautiful homes with granite, LVP, flooring, wood frame, fireplace, 42-inch cabinets, crown molding, all under $225, right? So call me if you'd like to call Dunn home, boom. And that's like a post that I would do for the day. People are like, oh, she sold a house today, that's awesome. Then I'll get engagement off of that. And then some people I've had, let me see if it'll let me show my insights on here. It might not let me show my insights because I'm not on my phone, but they have a thing that you can view insights if you have a business page. And the insights will just give you an idea of like how many people shared it to a friend, how many people have saved it as something that they're interested in. And then those are the posts. If I at least have one person save it or share it, it was a good post, because that's one other person that I might not know who might want to use me as a real estate agent. So I always try to do posts like that. I have like a Monday motivate. Go ahead. Any questions?
When you said that you have a scheduled calendar for your posts, are you doing that on a certain app? Or are you just doing that on your own calendar? How are you scheduling that out?
So I schedule it. So I personally like touching my social media page. There are ways that you can schedule posts. I personally, I handcraft all my posts.
You're just doing it all on your.
I do all I handcraft.
Overwhelming sometimes. That's why.
Right. I mean. Yep. And but that's because personally, I love social media. So like this is my favorite part of my job, right? So I like anything that's related to this. So I don't hire out personally because I like to do it. So some people be like, you should leverage. I'm like, but not this.
Gotcha.
I love doing my own social media stuff. You don't have to though. And there are companies you can buy to do the same thing. I like doing my own. I want it to have a certain look. So it's just what I'm want to do. So, but you can. So I'll do like, I'm really big on motivational stuff. So like I do a Monday and Sunday typically are like more motivational, inspirational stuff. Tuesday through Thursday is like my business stuff, right? And then Friday, I'll do something more fun. So, and that's kind of how I do it. I've been working a lot. So what you'll see scrolling down is just me showing under contract stuff mostly. And that's because I've just been working a lot. But I like creating those. And I've created all these, every single one of these I created on Canva, Canva. So I create my own. Here's what someone asked about this. I did interest rates. I created this post on Canva. I created this. Oh, Instagram is really good because you can use hashtags. I don't know if y'all know about that. So hashtags is where you hashtag, like I now use hashtag, usually I hashtag home with Hampton, but I can make a comment. I think I did on this one. Nope, I didn't. But you can hashtag like Raleigh Realtor, Raleigh's best agent, North Carolina real estate, Dunn real estate, Andrew real estate. And then people who are looking, the good thing about Instagram, and I think that's why it's so popular, is I get a lot of people who aren't my friends, because if they're looking for that type of hashtag, they can click it. So now I've created a hashtag. That's how I kind of went with Home of Hampton. I created the hashtag Home of Hampton so it becomes more popular. People could just click Home with Hampton and go straight to my feed. If you want somebody to look for Raleigh's agent or Keller Williams Platinum, you can hashtag it. And whenever they click it in, your post will be a part of those posts showing. So I've gotten a lot of clients who just said, I clicked on Clayton Realtor and I saw your page and I called you. Like they found me from a hashtag. So hashtags are really important. So definitely use those.
Hey, one quick thing, Tiffany, on that too.
Yep.
The Real Estate Commission does approve a hashtag as adequate representation of your brokerage. So if you use KW Platinum, if you want to do it as a hashtag, most of us I think do. That is giving access to your company that you are supposed to be mentioning in all of your social media posts.
Great point, because that's exactly how I do give my love and show that I'm affiliated with Keller Williams Platinum, is I always hashtag it. Hashtag Keller Williams Platinum. So good point, Lynn. So any question? Oh, I also share testimonials. I think that's important to always share testimonials about yourself. So this is just an idea. This is my current Instagram page. These are posts that I put. And that's my Instagram page.
So Tiffany, I got a question on these hashtags. So I can understand the Home with Tiffany, that kind of points to you, but if you got other ones like, Clayton Homes, how does that point to, point to you?
So what happens is it doesn't point to you directly. What happens is if someone's looking for that specific hashtag, your post will come up in that hashtag, in that group of hashtags for that day. So what they usually do is they'll post. So the hashtags kind of like whoever's the most popular hashtag in that category. When someone clicks on that hashtag, your picture will come up if you're the most popular. So of course, Home with Hampton, I created doing the hashtag because if anyone ever hashtags that, I'm going to be the first person to come up. Now I have to, of course, make Home with Hampton popular and for people to even want to talk about it. Right. So I put Home with Hampton on everything. So when people be like, they're just like, yeah, hashtag Home with Hampton. As you see, it's on my sign. That's my daughter. It's on my sign. So hashtag Home with Hampton. So that I always put it on everything.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Yep. Any questions about that?
I have a question about switching my personal Instagram account over to professional,
Mm-hmm.
I have to approve who follows me just for, I don't know. I've always been kind of weary about letting my children's pictures just be all over the internet without permission. So if I switch it to a professional account, will I still have that authority?
Yes, you can. You could approve people who follow you.
Okay.
Even with a business page.
But keep in mind too that you want more followers, so your stuff is being shown more. So if you make your business page something that has to be approved, you're not going to get a lot of traction out of that business page. So it really does need to be a public facing, anyone can follow you, because then your posts are also going to be coming in up in the searches.
Yep.
So then I probably need to create rather than making my personal page professional, I need to create a separate professional page.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, no problem. Good point, Lynn.
Quick question.
Yes.
When people are, I don't know if anybody else has run into this, but when I go ahead and I do certain posts and I put myself out there, I'm getting friend requests from some folks that I really don't feel comfortable with friending.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm missing out on those followers. But at the same point in time, it makes me leery of certain folks that are putting it out there. So how are you folks handling that? Because there's quite a line there, and I do want to go ahead and up my following, but I don't know that some of these folks are legit.
Okay, so what I do is, as you see, like I have, now that I know all these people, but I obviously felt comfortable enough to accept them as my friends. So I have 3,335 friends. They also have an option that you can just allow them to follow you, meaning they can't engage much on your page, but they can see certain things that you post. And then you can make certain posts private. You have settings over here that you can edit your audience. You can edit who sees it. So if it's a more personal something, you don't have to you can only let your friends see it, friends and friends of friends. You could also make it public. So people who are following you can also see your post. So these people, these 1,579 people who want to follow me, they can see my public posts, but they can't see my private posts. Yep. And I see our time is running out. So any other questions? I guess we'll have to do this another time because I had more info, but this was the first hour in, first class completed. I taught something today.
This was very helpful. Very
yes.
Awesome. This is awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes, very good.
No
Thank you,
problem,
Tiffany.
Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions though? We probably could take like another question if anyone has anything. If not, I could try to get with our beautiful ladies at the Market Center to get a schedule for something else in the future. Probably something maybe in April, since we're in March now.
Thank you, Tiffany.
No problem. No problem at all. And good luck.
Tiffany.
No problem. If you guys see me around and need questions, want me to look at your social media page, I definitely don't mind.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye, guys. Bye, Edie.